What is up, YouTube? This is Asian with Cards, and today I'm going to be profiling my updated Labyrinth deck post Phantom Nightmare and Maze of Millennia. I just came back from my sneak peek. I did pretty well. I don't think I didn't top, but still did pretty well. I went against pure Snake Eyes, and that deck is definitely pretty rough matchup for this deck. Yeah, I beat Sprite and Branded and I believe Flu. So I lost to two Snake Eyes players, which was kind of rough because I know that's going to be the best deck. So I'll probably make some changes in the future. But I am playing one of the new cards from this set, which you guys will see in the profile. But yeah, without further ado, guys, it is like 2 or 3 in the morning. So if I sound tired, it's because I am. So yeah, I just wanted to get this profile out quickly while the set is still new, so you guys can see what I'm working with for the new set. So yeah, for Labyrinth cards, pretty standard. We played 2 with Lady. I've seen people play 2 of these, or just one of this, but I still like 2. Sometimes if he gets called by it, or if it gets like DD Crowed or something like that, or Bishield, you're kind of out of luck, because it's your main way to grind. Same thing with Lovely. Just 1's fine. This is like the consensus ratio for this card. And I did bump this card down to 1. Before we had rollback, people were playing multiples of these, but I think 1 is fine now, just because we a lot of consistency we have now with rollback, and being able to play through Ash and Bell is just really good. So that's that. There for the big Labyrinth cards, I would say. And then for the normal summons, we run the Triple Ariana. This card's crazy. Probably the best Labyrinth card in your deck. If it resolves, you're probably winning. And then the effect to draw one is just crazy. I am bumping, playing 1 Ariane. I'm not playing the Unchained package, but I still want to play this card just because it's rollback. It's a really good pitch off that. Yeah, and if you get ashed on one of your welcome cards, you can just like summon this and like start playing off from there, which is really cool. And it's a level 4, so you can go into Dweller, Baguska, plays like that. Really cool. Sorry if the camera's kind of shaky. Not using my tripod. I'm just using my hand for this one. So yeah. And then for furnitures, 2 Ku-Clock. This is a good ratio. There was one time where I sat at one of these and I missed it because I think it was hard for me to get access to the second one after it was crowed. So definitely play 2 to 3 of these. Triple of the Stovey and triple Chandragolier. Honestly, I wish I could play more of these furniture cards because these cards are just incredible. Being able to recur them when you get your trap effects, comboing off with your transaction rollback's really good. And also the new trap card we got in this set. I'll show you guys that when it comes up. But yeah, these cards are just crazy. And this being level 2 to make Chaos Angels is crazy. These cards are insane. Then we get to the Labyrinth spell traps. 1 Labyrinth. I've seen a lot of people cutting this card, but I still like it. It might not be good against Fire Kings, but against most matchups, it's really good. So, yeah, it's easy side out, too, if you're going second. And then for traps, 1 Welcome and triple Big Welcome. I was looking at the OCG, and a lot of them were cutting Welcome to 1 just because we had rollback. And I see where they're coming from, but a couple times today, I wished I would have played a second one. So definitely in the future, I'll play a second one of this. But yeah, and then Big Welcome is just MVP, being it's like a starter card plus disruption, crazy card. It just sucks when it gets Ash and Beld. For hand traps, we have triple Ash, triple Nib. This card's really good with the furniture, obviously. Being able to use this and then use your furniture card, and then you don't get the token. So yeah, really good. And triple Imperm. This card's crazy with rollback. Just being able to, you can like imperm your opponent, use the furniture, and pitch and roll back, and then imperm them again, which is crazy. Like that's so unfair. And then for spells, 1 call by, just because you don't want to get Ash or Beld, and then triple Pot of Extravagance standard. And then for the new card we got a couple weeks ago, triple transaction rollback. This card was crazy. This is my first time playing with it, like in a real tournament setting. This card is crazy. Every time I saw it, I was like, I'm going to play through Ash. I'm going to play through Bell. It was just so good. And also there's one time game 2 where I even leave my opponent for 0. Because your copies the effect. So you just use it and then you have no cards on your field. So your opponent can't match that. So they have to banish everything. So yeah, this card is just insane. And then the new card we got from the new set, which is called the Black Goat Laughs. This card's really cool. So for you guys who don't know, this card says, declare 1 monster card name. This turn, neither player can special summon monsters without original name except from the graveyard. And then you can banish this card from your graveyard, then declare 1 monster card name. And then this turn, neither player can activate the effects of monsters with that original name on the field. And you can only use one effect once per turn. So this card is really good because on the field, if you just draw it, like hard draw it, you're able to preemptively, if you know what you're playing against, which is the key to playing Labyrinth, is you got to know what your opponent's doing. So just being able to call stuff, and then your opponent can't summon that. Like against Chimera, you just call the Chimera Fusion, and they really can't do anything. Against Lab, you pretty much call like Ariana, which is really good. And then in the graveyard, being able to banish it to negate something is really good. And then in conjunction with your furniture cards, having this in the grave just acts like an extra disruption. So yeah, this card's really cool. I was thinking of playing that 3, but I think 2's fine. And then the 1 of trap that you can search is Terrors. I'd like to play more 1 of traps like D-Barrier or IDP, but I just don't have the space. And this is probably the most flexible because against every matchup, it does something. Oh, sorry for my yawning. It's pretty late. Sorry. Yeah, for extra deck, the 1 SP, 2 Anima. This card comes up a lot when your opponent doesn't know where to put their cards. 2 Muckraker. This card came up a lot where I would summon the lady in defense, and then I would just need to link off and put it, special summon it back so it's in attack position. So this card comes up a lot. 2 Claire and Rushka. Just being able to main phase 2 SP your opponent's pretty cool. 2 Chaos Angel. I recently got rid of my 3rd, but you can definitely play a 2nd or a 3rd one if you have it. Exoton Knight because it's a fiend. Dweller because it's Dweller. And Maguska. I made this against Flu and it won me the game. It was really funny. I was supposed to lose that game. But yeah, making this was just like an auto win. 1 Ding Girsu. Card's crazy. 1 Zeus. And 1 Typhon. I didn't go into these cards at all, so yeah. And the side deck's pretty much irrelevant. It just depends on what you're playing in your area. Triple Bell, just for the mirror match. And against Snake Eyes, it can be kind of good, so yeah. And then we have Triple Droll. This card is probably the MVP of the side deck, just because they played against Fluanderies, and this card just like cooks that deck. And I played against a Snake Eyes deck, and I didn't really know how this card would do. But when they bonfired, I just like activated this, and he like passed. So that's pretty cool. And the 1 Duster, I just think it's like any rogue matchup or fire or Rescue Ace. 1 Eradicator and 1 D-Barrier. Just more traps you can side in depending on the matchups. And then Triple Judgment and Triple Evenly. Just really good against most decks right now. Because a lot of decks can't really put out like Omni Negates. So this is Evenly's really good. And Judgment, I just wanted like a going first card so I don't get blown out by spell trap removal. So guys, that's it for the deck profile. Sorry that was kind of quick and like all over the place. But I just got home and I wanted to profile you this deck. Just to give you my like initial thoughts on the new format and the new cards. And yeah, so the Snake Eye cards are insane. Like even though this deck got so many cool like cards with rollback, I'm not sure how this deck's going to compete. Because the new Snake Eye cards are just insane, and the new Fire King cards are insane. So guys, let me know if you guys are playing Labyrinth, how you guys are playing, or what you guys are playing in your decks to combat the new stuff. Because this deck kind of feels underwhelming, even though we got like so much good support. So yeah, guys, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Thank you, and peace.